let's take COVID. You began speaking about COVID. It's a virus. दिखाई तो नहीं पड़ता है. मैंने एक doorknob या कुछ भी चीज, I've touched it. I can look at my hand. I have no way of knowing कि I have gotten COVID on my hand or not. इसलिए everybody's sanitizing all the time because we don't know. You touch mud, you know कि there's dirt and I will wash it. या मेरे हाथ साफ है. But viruses, bacteria, we cannot even see them. And yet, इतना छोटे होने के बाद, it has the power. How many lives has COVID taken across the world? A minuscule, microscopic thing. So the size of it, are we large? No. In the scheme, compared to an ant, yes, we are large. Compared to the universe, no. Look at the stars. I mean, even just from an airplane. I've never had the beautiful opportunity to go into space and see the Earth from space, but just from an airplane. You look down and you realize how small we are. As you're landing, sometimes you can see where you live. And you think, my God, one little fight happens in the house and we think it's the whole world. But this house, you can't even see it. So, as in size, we are very small. And yet, as we've seen with COVID, as we've seen with every single bacterial infection that has ravaged humanity, from the plague to flus, I mean, whether it's a virus, whether it's a bacteria, whether it's spread by a mosquito, a rat, water, the things that kill us are not elephants. Way more people die from things that cannot even be seen than from, elephants and giraffes, tigers, or mountains falling on them, right? So, yes, we are very small. And that's a very important perspective to have when we start to feel stuck in our own drama. Oh my God, kya bole mere ko? I cannot believe it. So rude. How dare they? And we get so caught up in our drama, like we are the world. Like everything in the world should stop because this person was rude to us. So it's very helpful, spiritually, emotionally, to realize how small we are. And that's why spiritual leaders of every religion have given teachings for millennia of things like, look at the stars on a dark night. Watch the ocean. Because it's very hard to feel like the center of the universe when you're looking at the stars on a dark night or watching the ocean. You cannot help but realize actually how small our problems are. So on that level, we are very small. And that's very beautiful to know because it's very humbling. We tend to think of ourselves as the center of the universe. And as you say, we can all die out, the earth will be on. But it's so interesting because we talk about saving the earth. Neither can we, nor do we need to save the earth. The earth lived in the ice age. The earth will live in a fire age. The earth has no attachment to how much oxygen, how much nitrogen, how much carbon, what temperature it is. Is the water salty or not salty? Is it ocean water or fresh water? We are the ones who have that attachment. We are the ones who can only live in a very narrow frame of temperature, of oxygen, of amount of fresh water that we need. So it's important to remember how small we are in that. But it's also important to remember how large we are. In terms of impact, like the virus has impacted the world in a way that will never be forgotten, even though no one can see it unless you've got a big microscope. You think about how many bacteria are on our body. I forget how many it is, but it's like hundreds of trillions. It's massive. We can't see them. But if you get the wrong one in your skin, it could kill you. So remember that we are large in impact upon the planet and upon the universe. And this is where humans have the greatest potential, it is said. Because humans are the ones who are able to be conscious of themselves. We are able to transcend the calls of the body that say, eat, sleep, drink, have sex, fight. We've got this ability, not just the buddhi is great, but we've also got this other higher aspect of consciousness that is actually able to be conscious of the part of us that is aware that we are getting angry, that is aware that we are having desire, that is aware that we're having temptation, whatever it may be. And because of that ability, which it's believed no other animal has, no other species has, we are considered the most powerful. Because we've got the ability to really understand ourselves and therefore not act like animals. Animals tend to be driven by self-protection. So they eat, they sleep, they drink, they procreate, they fight. It's all about just protection of the self and transmission of genes. But as humans, we're able to see beyond that. And that's why it's said that this is the pinnacle, the highest of evolution. So hold both in your awareness. When you feel like you're the center of the universe, remember you are nothing. When you feel like what you're doing doesn't have an impact, why bother? Remember the power of the virus and realize how powerful you are. And holding the full awareness that it's both. Yes.